Hi there, I'm Karen McCarthy and it's time to Karen-ize. Today's Friday and that's when we could do some crafting, and I'm going to do something that I've seen several people doing on YouTube videos, and that is painting with wadded up saran wrap. You can also use, like I have done things like this before, and on a canvas I use even the cellophane or whatever that's wrapped on around the canvas. So you can use anything like that, and it's just kind of fun, and you don't have to have any talent. Now, of course, the videos that I've watched, theirs turn out much nicer than mine, but if I'm not comparing mine to those, they turn out okay. It just takes practice, like learning how to wad it up, I guess, and do it right. But anyway, before we get into that, I do want to thank my subscribers. My channel is growing a little bit more every week, and I'm just so excited about that. If you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would. That really helps my channel grow. The other things that help channels grow are making comments, doing this, and sharing. So any of those, I would just absolutely love it if you would do, especially comments. Talk to me a little bit. Tell me about your crafting experiences. Tell me where you are, that type of thing. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to take some white acrylic paint. You can use whatever color you want. I just decided to do white. It was what they did on the backgrounds in the videos I was watching. But in the future, I will probably experiment with background colors. And because I love to do really cool backgrounds with either acrylics or watercolors. Now I'm just adding a little paint extender. It just thins the paint out just a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to work with for something like this. And then just blending that really well. Now if you have a little squeeze bottle that you can put this in, it's really easy. Then you can just squeeze out little drops around the canvas and then spread them out. But I didn't have anything like that. Looks like I needed a little bit more. You don't want it super runny, but you want it to be pourable, I guess you would say. So I'm just mixing that up a little bit more. Then I'm just going to pour it all over my canvas. And I'm going to use that little palette knife to spread it around on my canvas also. You could probably use a brush. I just haven't seen people using brushes when they're doing the backgrounds for this, so I don't know if a brush leaves brush strokes or something like that. Something to experiment with later. I used a Dollar Tree canvas because I wasn't sure if this was going to turn out, and I didn't want to use one of my more expensive canvases and one of my larger ones. Although I am doing a larger one second. I will have two different projects on this one. Now I have my little heat gun. Just going to dry it slightly. I've seen videos where it looks like they dry it, but not all the way. Then I've seen others that it looks like they just go straight into putting the design on. I decided to kind of go a little bit drier so it's not so runny, and just go from there. So while we're watching me dry, I would like to thank my subscribers again. I just really am so thrilled when you guys are helping me get this channel growing. But I would love to know some things about you. So tell me things about you. Okay, now I have this one. I think I'm just using the wrapper that was on the canvas. Just kind of wadding it up, trying to get it so it's in my hand without falling apart. Didn't do a real good job that way. So that's something I do need to work on. I'm going to watch some of the videos again. I don't think you can really tell how they're wadding it up, but then I'm just dipping it in. I've got the 3 different colors of paint, dipping it in so I've got a little bit of each of them. And then I'm just going to put it right on the canvas. Just kind of rock it back and forth. And you just keep doing that till you get the effect that you want. I was adding paint quite frequently just so I had all 3 colors kind of evenly on there. And I'm just making kind of like an iris maybe, my own creation of a flower. It's not going to look like anything really in nature, but it's very pretty when we get done. So I just keep doing that. Like I say, just keep adding paint. You can go over it several times in one spot just until you get the effect that you want. So I'm doing purples, but you can do any colors that you want. So I'd love to hear, what are your favorite colors to work with when you're working with flowers? Do you like to do something realistic looking, or do you like to just create your own thing that may not even be close to anything in nature? I kind of do whatever comes, whatever happens. I just go with it. So I think I'm almost done with the, and of course I get it all over my hands. I cannot do anything without making a mess, but it's a happy mess. So tell me what kind of crafting you do. Do you consider yourself to be a novice? You know, you just really don't know what to do and you're not very confident. And now I'm getting some green out because I'm going to do some leaves. Are you a professional? Do you make things and sell them all the time? Do you just do it for fun? What kinds of crafts you like the best? Any of those things. I love to hear that kind of information. So I decided to use 2 different colors of green just to give it a little bit of dimension. And I'm just going to take my palette knife and dip it in those colors and then just kind of add some stems and leaves to the bottom of these flowers. Now I do go back later and I'll put a picture at the end. I do go back later and add some words to the top of this. I'm going to be giving this as a gift and I just had a message that I wanted to give them. It's my favorite Bible verse, be still and know that I am God. He has to remind me to be still a lot because I tend to like overdo. And then I have my God-induced vacations, which was a vlog recently, a Wednesday one. So I'm just kind of adding them wherever I think I need some green and whatever shape I come up with. And I think I'm done with this one, yeah. So now I've started a different one, and I don't know what happened to the video at the first, so I'm just using some plastic wrap this time. And I decided to use some very vibrant, there we go, colors. And I'm trying really hard to just experiment with how to wad that thing up and get it in the paint. And then just kind of use it in a rocking motion, just dipping it on there. So I'm going to speed up the rest of this so you don't have to listen to me talk anymore. But I wanted to thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.